Sarah. Well, welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. This week has been rough. Um, there's just been a lot going on. School has really picked up, and my job is demanding more, and my friendships have been just getting a little tense, I guess you could say. Uh, School has really just been overwhelming recently. Um, I have a bunch of tests in the next few weeks, and all of my professors have decided that homework is a great idea at the same time. And it's just really frustrating, especially, when I work on top of all of that. And then my friendships are, being affected by that. So,
Well, how is that? How's it making you feel?
it's frustrating and it's sad and it's angering um, to know that, my friendships are being put on the line a little bit because of work and school, which are really important. That's frustrating to me, and it makes me sad that I can't hang out with my friends as much as I want to and as much as I used to before school and work picked up. And um, it makes me angry that professors demand so much of your time, especially when some students have to work like to pay for their schooling. They can't just get by for free, and so it's just really frustrating. And then my job is very demanding now too, and they're giving me calls all the time asking, can I come in and pick up this shift or pick up that shift, and I can't. I don't have the time. So then, I'm not like, I feel like I'm displeasing my boss, and so really it's overwhelming and frustrating, and it makes me kind of sad. But
Well, I can see that you're very burdened by all of this. Could you tell me why you've come in today?
yes, this week my dog died. Um, it was really hard. This dog has been with me since I was 5. Um, it it was really overwhelming when I walked in and I found her dead, and I just didn't even know how to really handle it. She's always been there. Um, I mean, like I said, I got her when I was 5, and she's the only thing that moved with me. When my family and I moved a couple years ago, and I couldn't take anything from my room, and all we got to take was our pets, and so I got to take her. But it's hard to know that she's the last thing I have from that house, and memories of that house and memories of that town, and even of the friends that would come over and play with her, and that I don't see anymore because of all of the moving. And she was always there for me, always like so eager to greet me when I walked in, and if I was having a rough day, she would just sit with me, and she knew whenever I was upset, when I would cry, she would come and lay with me, and just she just really helped me get through a lot. Um, so it's just it's hard, and I feel like I can't, it was something I couldn't control, and I, it really upset me that I couldn't stop it from happening, and just that it happened just out of the blue.
What else is going on?
Well, in the last 2 weeks, my boyfriend and I broke up. We had been dating for 3 years, and I thought it was great, and I thought we both had the intent of marriage, and apparently not. He broke it off. But that just really hurt, because I feel like that was also really unexpected, and that happened. And then my dog died, and in the last month or so, like, my grandpa has passed away, and that's just, I feel like that's not fair. Just all of this all of a sudden, along with school piling up and work piling up, and trying to give all of my friends beneficial time for both of us, or all of us, to just like have good conversation, and I feel like I can't contribute to that anymore. And so it's just really, it's hard because, like, all of these things just happen, and I feel like I'm the only one going through all of this, and don't have control over any of the three situations of, saving my dog's life or saving my grandpa's life or, saving that relationship that I thought was working well. So it's really, it's upsetting and frustrating and hard, but I don't know.
Okay. What else is going on?
I mean, just, there's been some family stuff happening and that's been hard, but I mean, I've always been dealing with family stuff. But just, I just feel like everything that's been happening just really has affected the way that I've been like acting or, performing in school or in my work or in my friendships, and I feel like I've like disconnected myself a little bit from people, and I feel like I just don't have anyone to talk to anymore because I would talk to my grandpa a lot, and like I always felt like my dog was there. My boyfriend was always there for me when I needed him, and with all of this happening, and I've been disconnecting with friends, like I don't even have them to turn to totally, and I mean I'm sure they would accept me to turn to them, but I don't feel right, just like kind of dropping off a little bit and then like just immediately going back to them and being like, I need help, just because I don't know, I just feel weird about it, and so I just don't even know how to like control that whole situation and deal with all of the emotions that are being brought up with everything.
Well, through all of these events, what are some of those emotions that are coming out?
Well, I mean, like I've said, anger and frustration and sadness, but I mean also I guess like trying to think about it, there's also a sense of like excitedness, because I do have to learn how to handle these things, and I do have to learn how to live life without some of these things, like especially people and animals die, and so learning how to like live without that is something that I think could be good for me, but at the same time it's just really, really hard because I don't know exactly how to deal with that, and I feel like I don't have control of my emotions anymore. I feel like I can be fine one moment and then someone will say something to me and the next moment I'm really angry, or I can be fine and someone says something to me and I can just start crying, and it wasn't even anything like that had to do with my dog or grandpa or relationship, but it just something that triggered that emotion, I guess. But I guess, I mean, those would be the main emotions that would be coming up most frequently.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sarah, for sharing with me. I appreciate it a lot.